What's going on, guys? It's your boy John. Today I'm going to talk about another MBTI sort of thing, alright? So I mentioned in the last video before, on the Myers-Briggs personality test, I come as a INFJ. And the INFJ is an introvert, okay? Its first nature is introverted. Now, you might say, John, what you on about? How are you introverted? You come across as a very outgoing person, and that's what I've been called as. Since I came to uni, and even back in sixth form, a lot of people would say, especially when I came up against them and said, oh, I'm feeling really lonely and stuff, because back then I used to bitch and complain to everyone. They would then say to me, John, you're very outgoing. I don't know how you'll find it difficult to make friends or even find a girlfriend and all of that. You're very outgoing. They couldn't see what the issue was, and it's because the INFJ is an introvert, so you can feel very isolated. But we are the most extroverted of the introverts, so we come across to a lot of other people as being very extroverted and outgoing. So what that means is, whilst we come across as very extroverted and outgoing, it also means that we need a lot of time to recharge. Solitude for me is something that I very much enjoy if I take it in the right way, okay? My phone keeps on coming to the bloody camera. Let's fix this. Solitude is something that I really enjoy, and it's something that I kind of have to go through. I have to go through periods of solitude in order to really get my mind back. And I like an equal balance, to be honest. It's not like I like to be in solitude the entire time. If solitude's what I've been given, I'll try to enjoy it as much as I possibly can. But I also like to socialise, yeah? I like to socialise. I like to enjoy the company of other people, hear what they have to say, throw stories back and forth, banter, just enjoy that kind of stuff. I like that. I like getting other people's good energy. If someone doesn't have a good energy to them, has a bit of a down, depressing energy or negative energy or toxic energy, then I don't socialise with them. I will make every opportunity possible to stay away from these people, because these people don't give good energy, good vibes. They give bad energy and bad vibes. And the INFJ is very much a type of character that needs positive energy, positive vibes, and they get motivated by seeing other people's successes. All right, especially if you're getting to be at a healthy state, then being around positive people is a very, very good thing for you. Now, negative people can really change that dynamic. Yeah, negative people can really take away the feeling of contentness and happiness. The smoke is just coming into the camera so much. Negative people can really take that away. So it is a mandatory thing for INFJs to choose the circle that they really want to be in, because they derive not a sense of self, but they do derive a sense of purpose by being around the right sort of people. And here's the thing, we can come across as very cold and distant sometimes. I've noticed that. And other people can be taken back by us, because they'll think that we're being antisocial or we're being cold towards them. But it's not that. The times where I've been cold to people has generally been because I'm under a lot of mental and psychological stress, just trying to get my mind back, trying to get it working to the best ability that it can. So a break from socializing is needed, because I'm not operating at full operating capacity. I'm not able to give off the best experience for the other person, okay? I'm not able to fully be involved or even be fully present. So I don't find it very difficult to disengage from other people and just to be You know, I'll have small talk with them. I'll say hello, hi, how's it going? But that's it. I won't talk any more than that. I won't try to have a deep conversation, or I won't really engage with the other person on a deep level. I'll just be very superficial. INFJs are known to not be superficial. Yeah, that's kind of what we're known for. We're known to be very deep thinkers, deep conversationalists, very meaningful. That is true when we're socializing with people when we're at full energy, but if we're at low energies, if we're at a low energy level, at a low battery level, so to speak, then socializing will become a chore. It will become a bit difficult. And usually solitude is the best thing in these times, when you need to recharge, when you need to do a lot of meditation. Contemplation is what we used to call it back in the old days. We never called it meditation. But meditation is the same thing. It's not really contemplative though. Meditation is more of just looking at your thoughts and trying to be present as present as possible. Contemplation is good if it's done in the right way, because you can very well go in the wrong direction if you take the contemplation too seriously. And contemplation can go very wary if you begin to trust every single thought that comes into your head, because thoughts are thoughts. Thoughts are thoughts. That's what they are. They're just forms. They don't have any intrinsic meaning by themselves. They are just thoughts. I tend to trust my gut feeling more than I do my thoughts. My gut feeling tends to be right most of the time. It's a vigilant sort of feeling when my gut goes off, when the radars goes off. It is a bit of a vigilant feeling. It's one that's quite wary of other people and their intentions. And you've got to be wary. You've got to be a bit wary, because people can be mistrustful or untrustworthy, right? The lighting is not good today, is it? People can be very untrustworthy at times. So it's good to have a strong sense of understanding, where am I going with this person? But also, bad experiences in your past can make that feeling more intense. So that's why, even though I trust the gut feeling, I do sometimes give it a bit of a second thought, or a bit of a doubt. You know, I do give it the what's the bloody term? I give it the benefit of the doubt sometimes, because it can be wrong at times, right? Sometimes my gut feelings have gone on, my gut instinct has been set off, and even though it was right at the time, it was wrong in a later instance. So let's say my gut feeling goes off when an attractive lady is talking to me, and I can sense that she is into me. Okay, I can sense that she's attracted, but I never made the move, because I said to myself that, oh, this gut feeling might just be overanalyzing things. I might just be looking too much into it. Maybe she's just being friendly or polite. Maybe she's just being humorous. Maybe she's just having a polite conversation, and that's it. I don't need to interpret every situation as a girl liking me. I can just interpret as it is. A conversation with a member of the opposite sex. You don't need to take every conversation with the opposite sex as a meaningful attraction, okay? But then, of course, it can go a bit too far with this, and you can then start taking every conversation you have with a member of the opposite sex as being simply polite, friendly, and then you go 2, 3 years, 4 years, and you're still single, and you still haven't had a relationship, or you still haven't hooked up, or you still haven't done anything, and you then begin to question yourself. You're like, well, is there something wrong with me? Am I doing something wrong? Am I not doing the right thing? You know? And at the end of the day, what I realized is, it's all about just going with your gut. Just do what's necessary. Do the right thing. And that's where I found NoFap really helpful. Because NoFap doesn't bring anything to you. It doesn't make the world any easier. Doesn't make it any less strenuous than it is, but it does give you a bit of self-assurance. Casey Zander put it well. He said it very right. Theme retention, NoFap fixes your mind. Okay, it helps you perceive the world in a different way, perceive yourself in a different way, and therefore you now carry yourself in a different way. You carry yourself and your perception of the world in a slightly different way. So now, what I've noticed is, when it comes to women especially, you go more with your gut feeling. If there's a girl who likes you and you can sense it, you'll make a move. You don't really care about the results anymore. You don't really care if it's going to be an awkward situation, or she's going to reject you, or you don't care. You just do what you need to do. You do what the gut says. You're a lot more self-assured that way. And I found this pretty surprising. Because yesterday I asked to go out over Instagram. I told you I don't like to use social media, but she's a girl who had been interested in me for a while, but I guess I waited too long. And I asked her out yesterday, and she said she's busy or whatever. And funnily enough, I didn't feel that bad about it. I was expecting to be a bit bitter about it, like I was in the past. Oh, why did you not say yes? And get all fucking bitter and shit. I was expecting me to get bitter, but I wasn't. I sort of took it as it was. I was just like, okay, no worries. Tell me when you're free, or if anything changes, let me know. I was very calm with it, and that was very surprising to me, the level of calm that I was able to respond with. Very, very interesting. Because I expected me to be like the old me. The old me that would get bitter, worryful, and anxiety and all this. But now it's like, okay, well, I'm just happy I made the move. That's it. I'm happy I went for it. I invited her out for a drink. I said the lockdown's ending soon. I'd like to, meet her for a drink or whatever. What's the schedule like? And she was like, nah, I'm busy. I was like, okay, no worries. Let me know when it's free. Let me know when it's good for you. That's it. Very surprised at the nonchalance that I was able to deliver. And that's really it. That's really what NoFap will do for you in terms of your own psychology. It's just going to make you a lot more self-assured in yourself. You're just going to be fine with you. You're going to be fine with being yourself, fine with making the choices that you've made, be they right or wrong. You're going to understand that you made the choice, you made the decision, and it is what it is. Okay, move on. Move on. You're not going to be left overthinking a certain situation. You're just going to let it happen and let it be what it is. And the moon's up today. Damn. It's only 7 o'clock as well. Okay. But yeah, it's a really interesting thing. Yeah, NoFap. Yeah, that's it's very real. I've talked a lot about the confidence and the masculine magnetism that you will have. I don't like the word magnetism anymore, to be honest, because it implies that you're just going to be magnetic as you are. That's wrong. You're not just going to walk into a room and everyone's going to look at you with dear eyes. I've had that experience. Where I've walked into the room and everyone's looked at me. I don't think that's got anything to do with NoFap in itself. I think it's just got to do with the way I carry myself. Even before NoFap, I still carried myself with a sense of purpose. I still spoke with decorum. Was I less like the way I am now? Of course I was. I was less self-assured. I was less confident. I did have less vigor, but I still had a lot of it. When I look back now, it really wasn't all bad, like 100% bad. The main thing that was bad was my psychology and my own self-perception of myself. That was the fucked up thing about fapping, is it fucked up my psychology really badly, okay? And keeping your nut in and not getting the excessive pleasure from yourself, okay, really does help you fix your psychology and put things into perspective. Number one, of course, is the obsession with sex. When you're fapping all the time, you are going to be obsessed with sex. You are. You're going to be obsessed with it, man. You're going to want it every day. And if you don't get it, you're going to fap. And then if there's an attractive girl who likes you, you're most likely going to fuck it up because you're so needy for sex. You're going to fuck it up and then you're going to go back to fapping again. And it's just not a good way to live. It's not a good way to live, being addicted to that pleasure every single day. It's not a good way to live. Most 99% of people will not understand this. 99% of people think it's very normal to give yourself pleasure 3 times a day, every single day for the rest of your life. I think it's fine. And you know what? I have no qualm or quarrel with these people. I don't try to convince them. If they ask me, why am I doing what I'm doing? If they find out from somewhere, I'll tell them why I'm doing it, but I'm not going to try and convince them that they should do it or that what they're doing is bad. I'll just say, look, it's a vice, it's degeneracy, it's addiction to instant gratification, okay? And it's not good for you. It's not good for your psychology. Watching porn and fapping all the time is not good for your psychology. You're not just fucking your brain up with the images that you're seeing that are giving you a very fucked up perception of the world, but you're also fucking up your own dick. You're teaching your dick that pleasure is something that is going to come at every day. It's going to be readily available, which is not the case. Pleasure is not readily available. Pleasure is something you only get after usually hard work. Hard, strenuous work is usually a result, or usually results in pleasure, right? The same goes for women. You only get to enjoy the pleasure of physical intimacy with a woman after courting the woman, after courting, being around her for a while, getting to know each other, right? Getting to know each other, getting to know what the other person's made of, experiencing each other's energies, right? And then you get the physical comfort of whatever it is that you're doing, the physical intimacy, okay? Physical intimacy, the pleasure part of it, that is, because being with a woman isn't just about the physical intimacy. Some people, like me, just simply enjoy being around women. I just enjoy being around them. I enjoy having a conversation with a woman. I enjoy just being in the presence of a woman. It's just a fun thing to do. Real men, like to enjoy the presence of the feminine. We respect them. We don't just want the sex. We can appreciate a woman for what she is, and we can look at her and we can smile and we can be ourselves. But when you're sex starved, gentlemen, okay, which I was when I was fapping every day, I know the difference now. When you're sex starved, all you can think about when you're in the presence of a woman is, I want to fuck her. That's it. That's all you can think about. I want to fuck her. It doesn't even matter who she is. You just want to fuck her. That's it. That's all you want to do. But you don't have the confidence to do it. You don't have the confidence to go for any move. And you've got so much anxiety about what you're going to say that you're left with self-hate and a lack of self-esteem. And it's a rut. It's a cycle that goes on and on and on. And you just continuously fill it with the void of fapping, right? Your self-esteem declines when you live in that state, because your self-esteem is built around women. It's built around sex. That's what I realized. In fact, I realized that right now. Well, I already knew that your self-esteem is built around sex, but I didn't know actually that it was built around fapping, okay? So you fap, you get your sexual release or whatever, and you're constantly looking for that next fix. And when you don't get it with a woman, you now feel like you're less of a man than others, so you go back to fapping to go and fill that void again. Doesn't fill the void, does it? It only temporarily gives you a bit of pleasure, and then you're done. Pleasure is not happiness. I started this video off talking about the MBTI, didn't I? And now I'm talking about NoFap. Damn, did this go off tangent? Damn, son. Anyway, that's still good. I don't care. Hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly did. And have a pleasant day, gentlemen. That's going to be it, alright? Take it easy. See you later.